Okay, so here we're going to look at finding sectors and their areas. So we're going to follow this pattern in a similar way to the way we looked at arc lengths. Okay, so to start with, we're just going to remember how to find the area of a circle. So we're going to start this just like you would do any other question, and I'm going to write down the formula that I need to use. So the area of a circle is equal to pi r squared. Okay, so you're expected to know that bit. Next, I need to substitute in my numbers. So the area is equal to pi times, well, here I've got a diameter of 10, so I must have a radius of 5. And so because of my formula, it becomes 5 squared. Turn to my calculator, ask it to do pi times 5 squared, and I get an answer of 78.5 square centimeters. Okay, so just a quick recap on how to find the area there. If we only want a part of it, then again we're going to follow it in a similar way to the way that we did our arc length. So we don't need the whole area of this circle down the bottom, we're only looking for this bit on the right hand side. So we're going to build it up the same way. I'm going to find the area of the whole thing and then just find the fraction of it that I need. So the area of a circle is pi r squared. The area here is going to be pi multiplied by 4 squared. And again, I turn to my calculator and I ask it to do pi times 4 squared. And I get an answer of 50.27. And it is really important that we turn to our calculator and ask it to do this so that we can use the pi button. Okay, unless in the question it says take pi equal to 3.14, we should always be pressing the pi button. Okay, so the expectation is that we are in fact using our calculator to get this answer. Okay, and that phrase there is your only exception to that. And it'll be there in bold or a little line of its own, you can't miss it. If that's not there, you need to press the pi button. Anyway, here I don't want the whole circle, I only want half of it. And so what I need to do is I'm just going to find half of the area of the circle that I've just worked out. So take the number that we've got, divide it by 2, and we end up with 25.13 centimeters squared. Okay, again, we'll take the units as implied because we haven't written them on there. Let's add some units in. Okay, how does that leave me in general? Let's go to the keyboard. In that case, our sector area is going to be equal to the angle over 360 multiplied by pi multiplied by the radius squared. So again, setting this up in a similar way to the way that we did our arc length yesterday. And so the sector is equal to theta over 360 pi r squared. And sticking it in a box. And so our formula here made up of two parts from the last time. This bit, this pi r squared, gives me the area of the circle. And that bit there, the fractiony bit, gives us the size of the sector. Okay, which is why we combine them in this way. So the green bit, the pi r squared, would give me the whole thing, and we can change the fraction to be whatever we need to suit whatever size our area needs to be, whatever size the sector is. So looking at the example, we want to find the area of the minor sector in the circle below. So my sector is equal to theta over 360 pi r squared. So now we have to chuck in our numbers. What else is there? Well, it tells me the minor sector, so the small one. So I need to do 122 divided by 360 multiplied by pi multiplied by 6 squared. So again, turn to your calculator. We're going to do 122 divided by 360 multiplied by pi multiplied by 6 squared. And we get 38.33 square centimeters. Okay. The second part asks us to find the major sector. Okay, and trying to give us a clue here, the part shaded blue, the other bit that we haven't done, the bigger part. Okay, so in order to do it, we are going to need to do the exact same thing. Our sector is equal to theta over 360 pi r squared. Change my colour pen. What I need to do this time though is I need to find the angle that is missing. Right, the angle at the other side. So I know there's 360 degrees in the full circle, so I'm going to do 360 minus 122, and that gives me 238 degrees. So when I come to put it in my formula, I've got 238 out of 360 times pi times 6 squared. Now, sometimes, and we had a look at this yesterday in our arc lengths, we can simplify the fraction, and that will make putting it in our calculator easier, but it'll work just the same. We don't have to simplify it in order for it to give us the answer. And so what we're going to do, just like last time, is going to type in 238 divided by 360 multiplied by pi multiplied by 6 squared, and we get a sector area there of 74.77 square centimeters.